Rizal is one of the most heroic Filipino on his time. He was able to express his emotions and empathy to his fellow countrymen during the oppression of Spaniards in a serene way. He was able to right the injustices of the Spaniards and exploitation towards the Filipino people. Many people awakened and read on this maltreatment. Because of this, a lot had to make an action to end that era.
The Spaniards were bothered and thought of stopping Rizal in any ways, so they have accused him of rebellion, sedition, and illegal association. They have incited that Rizal is the initiator of the rebellion and covered through his writings. They have indicated that he has brainwashed the people to revolt against the Spanish government. And lastly, La Liga Filipina, an illegal movement towards the government because for them, it promoted a great disadvantage of the people at the time during jurisdiction. The jury even had a set of witnesses he did not meet during the trial nor was presented before him.
Lieutenant Taviel de Andrade, on the other hand, later took to flooring reading his speech in defense of Rizal. To supplement this, Rizal read his own defense which he wrote in his cell in Fort Santiago. According to Rizal, there are 12 points to prove his innocence.
As testified by Pio Valenzuela, Rizal was against rebellion. He had not written a letter addressed to the Katipunan comprising revolutionary elements.
If he really was guilty, he could have escaped while he was in Singapore.
If he was really the leader of the revolutionists should have consulted him. He did not deny that he wrote by the laws of the La Liga Filipina, but to make things clear, the organization was a civic association, not a revolutionary society.
After the first meeting of La Liga, the association vanished because of his exile in Dapitan, thus did not last long. If the La Liga was reorganized 9 months later, he had no idea about it. If the La Liga had a revolutionary purpose, then Katipunan should not have been organized.
If the Spanish authorities found his letters having bitter atmosphere, it was because in 1890, his family was being persecuted, resulting to their dispossession of properties and deportation of all his brothers-in-law. He lived an exemplary life in Dapitan. If according to witnesses, the speech he delivered at Doroteo Onghongco's house had inspired the revolution, then he wanted to confront these persons.
But the military court remained indifferent to the pleas of Rizal. After a short deliberation, he was sentenced to be shot in musketry until death at 11 o'clock in the morning of December 30th, 1896 at Bagong Bayan.